I'm Betty, the mascot of Go흥, which is famous for its uncontaminated clean sea and being the focal point of the space age.
And I am Sori.
In 1958, a monument called 효자 평상 신공지비 was built at the entrance of Naedangli village in Go흥-gun. This monument was built in memory of the filial love and good deeds of Shin Hak-gyun, who took care of his parents and helped his neighbors.
Shin Hak-gyun's son, Shin Gwan-hong, followed in his father's footsteps and cared for his neighbors who were destitute by giving them food during lean times and on national holidays.
Then, we will tell you a story about one of the beautiful Korean folk customs. Family's unwritten rule.
It happened at the beginning of the modern era. Coming out of his home one morning, Shin Gwan-hong looked at the front yard and said,
It must be that someone is out of food now.
Someone had swept his big front yard early in the morning. Shin Gwan-hong asked his wife,
Tell me, who swept the yard this morning?
Mr. Kim from the neighboring village came and swept the yard.
How many people are there in his family?
He has his old parents, the wife, and 2 children, a total of 6 people.
A big family. They will suffer with nothing to eat.
I agree. How could they endure the upcoming season of spring food shortage?
Shin Gwan-hong's wife couldn't agree with him more.
Let's give them some food which they can live on for the time being.
As this story tells, there was a custom of sweeping the yard in Korea. A head of a household with no food went to sweep the front yard of a well-off family early in the morning. Sweeping a front yard before dawn meant, without words, the person was out of food. As it was commonly understood what the swept front yard meant, the owner of a swept yard found later who swept and how many people were there in the family in order to send food to the poor family. And food earned by sweeping the front yard did not have to be repaid. It was a kind of donation from the rich to the poor.
The person who received food from sweeping the yard paid back the grace with physical labor, such as removing the weeds of the paddy fields of the food giver.
Shin Hak-gyun's good deed of helping neighbors was passed down like an unwritten rule in his family, and the son Shin Gwang-hoon followed the senior's will.